I just got done watching some Yang Hansen, and to be honest, this dude is already him. Look at this play. The guy is literally dribbling like a point guard and scoring over guys like they don't even exist. So I think it's time we finally break this guy down and start taking him serious. I took him serious during the summer league, and this man has been frying people ever since. Of course, he's gonna have his up and downs, you know, that's gonna happen, but now he's starting to become a bit more consistent. In his recent game, he just dropped 16 points, 4 boards, 3 blocks in just 17 minutes. Like, are you serious, man? He shot 5 for 8 from the field, 2 for 3 from deep, and 4 for 4 from the line, and somehow that's not even the most impressive thing about him, because when you watch him play, you realize this dude has it. And what I mean by he has it, he has that mix of patience, touch, and awareness that you only see from veteran players. And the Blazers might have accidentally drafted a global phenom, or you know what, I'm gonna rephrase it. I don't think it's accidental, because the Blazers GM actually is cooking up. I think we have to give Joe Cronin his credit. So we're gonna be breaking down everything possible about this guy's game so you guys are more familiar about it. But first, let's start off with this. Yang Hansen's Summer League games had higher TV ratings in China than the entire 2025 NBA Finals. You know what? Read that again. That means more people tuned in to watch Yang than Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic battle for an NBA championship. And he's just not playing basketball. He's representing a nation that is starving for another superstar. And well, guys, inside the Blazers locker room, every time someone asks anything about Yang Hansen, they can't help but just have a smile on their face. And you know, I would smile too. Just take a quick look at this clip.
What do you think of Hansen?
He's great. He's a great player. In my heart, I feel like he's going to get Rookie of the Year for sure.
So you may be wondering, why is everyone smiling when they bring up this man's name? And well, there is a reason. It's because when you watch him play basketball, he is absolutely elite. And well, the first thing that's very elite is his playmaking. And well, let's take a look at his playmaking. Usually when you guys think of playmaking, you think of a guy that's going to pass the ball, you know, it's going to count as an assist. But I don't really look at playmaking like that. In fact, I look at playmaking in another lens. Over here, when Yang Hansen grabs the rebound, what he does, he rips the ball away and pushes it down. The first thing he does is passes it to the guy on the left, which gives him even more room to create a play for himself in the paint, and he finishes. That's what playmaking is to me, giving that extra pass to then get yourself set up, because he's creating a play for himself. And well, there are plays like these too, where you could just give it to him in the post, and you will find Shaedon Sharpe, who is cutting inside of the paint, and that's just an easy bucket for him. But guys, we've been knowing it throughout Summer League. He's been a guy that was passing the ball with absolute ease, and that's why people have been calling him Nikola Jokic, you know, because he could go from that post-up position and find other dudes who are cutting for easy buckets. But on the defensive end is where Yang Hansen gets a lot of hate, in my opinion. People say that he can't protect the rim that well, but in my opinion, he could be a very good rim protector if he's in the right spots. And in this preseason game, he was at the right spot at the right time. And well, first, let's talk about stealing and picking someone's pocket. Over here on this play, when Zach LaVine is bringing the ball down, Yang Hansen knows how to perfectly time a steal. And this is a pretty hard thing to do when a player like Zach LaVine is running at you and trying to dunk it or lay it up. And Yang Hansen perfectly times that and grabs himself a steal, because this is an area where a lot of big men tend to foul, but this isn't even a foul. It's a perfect time steal. Over here on this play, Malik Monk is bringing the ball down, and you guys see the pattern. The Sacramento Kings have a lot of players that can drive at the rim. And well, when Malik Monk is coming at you now, it's pretty hard to stop that. But Yang Hansen is inside the restricted area, and he finds a way to adjust mid-air to block that shot, so Malik Monk has absolutely no shot at scoring. But guys, here's the interesting part about the defensive side of the game for Yang Hansen, because Yang is behind Donovan Clingan, who is being called the next Rudy Gobert. So right now the minutes will be tight for Yang Hansen. Will he even get a shot to play? Will the Blazers even give him an opportunity to play 17 minutes a night? That's the very complicated part, because believe it or not, guys, I think that Donovan Clingan and Yang Hansen could actually mesh when it comes to their play styles. Yang's got the switchability, floor spacing, and soft touch that could make him a perfect complement next to Clingan's rim protection. And if Portland develops this duo right, they may have a front court that dominates both ends for a whole decade. So could they try out this combo? In my opinion, I think they should. But ladies and gentlemen, there's so much more I have to talk about, like Yang Hansen's improvement on the offensive side. He's growing as a shooter, and we still have to break down film on how his spacing can help out the Blazers going forward. But before we do that, a quick shout out to Sleeper, the best fantasy app in the game right now. I'm in 3 leagues right now with my boys, plays, and I swear no app makes it easier to talk trash and track stats. And the live play-by-play custom scoring, man, everything on that app is clean. And if you guys want to go ahead and pick the more or less on certain players, and if you think you know ball, man, just go ahead and prove it. Download Sleeper today and start playing fantasy basketball or football. Pick your more or less on your players and use code MUVZY. That's MUVZY, and you get up to $100 deposit match. So guys, turn up and go get that bread. All right guys, now it's time to talk about the offensive side of Yang Hansen's game, and this is the most important part in my opinion. And the reason why I say this is that spacing is such an important thing when it comes to big men, and you guys know this. Every big man in the league now can somewhat shoot the ball, you know, besides a player like Rudy Gobert because he's so good on the defensive side of the floor. But I think for a player like Yang Hansen to actually get minutes in the NBA, he's gonna have to space out the floor. And in the recent preseason game, you could see that he's already been making an impact, as over here Deni Avdija is bringing the ball down, and you could see that he's gonna have a lot of attention on this offensive side. So when people double Deni Avdija or even look away for him for a second, you could just give the ball to Yang Hansen in the corner and he's gonna knock down the three, giving room for a lot of players to have open room to dribble the ball around and even get to the paint. So Deni Avdija is gonna get so much help from him during the season. But when it comes to spacing the floor, you don't really have to be a three-point shooter per se. In fact, you could be a very good mid-range shooter or even a close shot guy. And while being able to shoot the ball near the rim is a very important thing, because you could be a plug-and-play player. Over here, Yang Hansen is setting a screen, and when he runs inside the paint, he gets the ball, kicks it out to the corner, and then you could see there's so many people that aren't playing him in that paint area right over there. So when he gets the ball right back in that paint area, he just pulls up and hits a very nice close shot. This is a shot that's kind of harder than it looks, you know, it's pretty close, but if you could master that shot, you could kind of space the floor too, if you know what I mean. But the reason why the three-point shot is so important is that it allows the Portland TrailBlazers to go in a lot of offensive sets. And what I mean is over here, when Yang Hansen is setting a screen, he could just pop out, and when a player is being double teamed off that screen, you could see he's wide open in the three-point line, but when he catches that ball, he could use his three-point threat to pump fake, causing the defender to not even know what to do. So when Yang Hansen pump fakes, the defender has to overcommit, and when he overcommits, that's when Yang Hansen turns into an absolute point guard. He goes behind his back, does a spin, and hits an absolutely crazy layup. So ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot you could do when you're able to space the floor. But what I love most about Yang Hansen is what he represents. He's carrying the hopes of an entire community, millions of fans in Asia who've been waiting for another Yao Ming moment, and well, when he hits all those threes and smiles, you can feel how much it means to him. So guys, on the defensive side of the floor, I really like the way he's been playing. Playmaking, I think he's way better than the average playmaker in the NBA. He's way above average when it comes to playmaking, so he's fine on that end. And when it comes to three-point shooting, he's doing much better, so he has everything it takes. But Yang Hansen often gets a knock on the defensive side of the floor. He can't really move laterally that quick, and well, you know what, I get it, but that's just something that comes with being 7 feet tall, and I think that he's going to be completely fine. Although a lot of people can see him playing the power forward position, in my opinion, I really can see him playing the power forward position, and he just has to work on his feet. And I can't lie, Yang Hansen can still work on his lateral quickness. It isn't over yet. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think that Yang Hansen is going to be good this season? Will he even get any minutes? Well, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And guys, I can't believe it, we're almost at 30k subs, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, the 30k sub giveaway is gonna be insane, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.